Hotep Black Power, as always, giving honor to the Creator and the ancestors for this wonderful day. If you hadn't heard, if you heard on the news about, I told y'all that this cracker, how the white man's a motherfucking devil, and it's been on the news. Two incidents involving these creatures, these albinoid devils, these cave apes. Two white dogs, two white bitches were arrested for being caught in engaging in sexual acts with their dogs. Two separate incidents on the same day, which was I believe the day before yesterday, where these two bitches were fucking their animals, and like I've always told y'all, that is in the behavior of this motherfucking cracker. Those are the types of behaviors that go on, with these trailer park apes. And another incident where these crackers were riding around. This was in Georgia. Some brothers and sisters was giving a little baby a birthday party. They were outside giving a little baby a birthday party, and they had all these children, African children, enjoying themselves. And here come these motherfuckers in a caravan of motherfucking cave apes, circling around the people's property with waving Confederate flags and yelling all these racial obscenities to these babies. So they were arrested. They got two of them, and they were sentenced. This incident took place 2 years. That's how long the trial ran, for 2 years. Finally, yesterday, they were sentenced. The white bitch, the cave bitch, and the white cave boy, their sentence combined equal 35 years. I think one got 20, one got 15, one got 17, and one got 18. I don't know how it went, but the total time combined between the two of them were 35 years. And they were in front of the press, all in the courtroom, sobbing. The cave boy, he's sobbing like a motherfucking baby, And, the white bitch, she taking it more like a man, because a white woman is nothing but a white man with titties, because they basically shape the same, But, they crying now. Because, see, that type of shit, they tolerate that shit in the trailer park. But you cannot take that type of behavior outside the trailer park. Now, they got, Trump, actually, he got a lot of these, crackers acting like they acting. Because they have, lately they've been, tearing these fucking synagogues up. Crackers been kicking over headstones of these so-called white imposter Jews, and so that makes national news when it comes to these white motherfucking so-called Jew boys. That's national news. Because Trump got them pumped up. And let me explain something about white supremacy to you. White supremacy, they're supposed to be white supremacists. Just like we're supposed to be black African supremacists. Their mission is to protect their race and uplift their race to the highest level that they possibly can on the planet. But the thing about it, they've used our resources, our blood, sweat, and tears, and have murdered and slaughtered millions and millions of our people to reach this status that they have obtained today. And that's where the issues of white supremacy comes in. You know, I don't care or expect you to like me. You know, I don't want to break bread with you because integration was the worst thing that happened to us. You know, when Dr. King and that the civil wrongs movement, you know, when they went out their way to fight to break bread to eat with the damn devil, you know, and to integrate. And all the devil did was say, okay, y'all can come and buy from us, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna raise all the prices. We're not gonna allow you all to establish any businesses, and the businesses that you do have in the black community, we're gonna raise the property taxes so motherfucking high, whereas you won't be able to afford it, and you'll have to shop with us, and that's when we're gonna economically rape you motherfucking stupid niggas. And that's exactly what happened with the civil wrongs movement. You know, just, you know, common sense. You know, if we had remained segregated, and we would have had our own economic status, our own judicial status, you know, we would have had our own sports leagues, we would have had our own entertainment companies, we would have had our own movie production companies. Because we were on the verge of acquiring that anyway. When Richard Pryor and Jim Brown started their own movie production company, you know, back in the late 60s, early 70s. You know, so, you know, this is where we make the mistakes at. You know, well, I mean, let me retract that. That's where we made the mistake in terms of integrating with this motherfucking cave dog. You know, this motherfucking mountain dog. So, another thing I want to discuss also, want to share is about, you know, I've noticed a lot of our brothers and sisters, a lot of you all want to get on board in terms of becoming conscious, which is a beautiful thing, which is one of the most important things that you need to be in this day and age, is to have the highest level of black consciousness and black awareness that you possibly can, without you know, omitting black love. Black love has to be the top of the agenda. You know, love for the creator, love for the ancestors, love for yourself, love for your family, love for your community, and love for your nation. You know, and that's exactly the order that it needs to go in order for you to acquire any level of consciousness. But let me explain something about black consciousness. It's a very lonely walk, very lonely walk. You know, you're alone, but you're not lonely. It's a difference than when you are alone and when you are lonely. You know, being alone is when, you know, a lot of times you may not have no one around you that's of like mind. You know, and being lonely is when you don't have anyone. You know, but don't get it fucked up, because sometimes you can feel lonely in this walk. You know, when the masses of the people are asleep, you know, they're caught up on doing the things that will destroy them and that is destroying us as a people. You know, we chase and we enamor and we are in love with, and we respect all the wrong things, all the shit that's going to tear us down. You know, and the things that will uplift us. It's like talking a foreign language to the masses, you know, because, you know, you don't want to get clear about some shit, because the things that you love to do, you know, mostly are negative things, even down to your eating. You know, wake up in the morning, you eat motherfucking bacon, you know, and grits. You know, you putting, you know, trichonous worms in you first thing in the morning. You know, you get up cursing, you know, cursing at everybody. You know, that's where that term, I'm a bitch in the morning, meaning that you say that you are an animal, you are a dog, you are an animal in the morning. You know, and so, you know, then you break your neck to go down to the plantation. you get to the plantation, then you got to shift gears and become like you have so much love, for everybody, that life is just excellent, that nothing is wrong in your life, Then after you do that, because that's mind exhausting, you're burnt out, and by the end of the day you totally drained, and then you got to come home, and what most people do is they look for the first thing that's not in order in their home or in their family or in their surroundings, and they unleash all that shit on their families, and that's such a schizophrenic lifestyle that most of the masses have begun to get comfortable with that level of insanity, and that's why mental health is like the silent killer in the black community, because nobody wants to admit or nobody wants to talk about mental health, because the first thing they see in their mind is a straitjacket and medication, and that's not the case. Mental health just means a healthy mind, just like physical health. You go out, you lift all these weights, and you had optimum physical health, superior physical health, and it's the same way with mental health. Because most of us do not want to deal with mental health. And that's what causes so much confusion within self, family, community, and then a race. I'll give you an example. For someone to be a multi-millionaire or billionaire or trillionaire, and that the people that look like you, that's possibly related to you, because we're only separated by 6 people, 6 degrees of separation, and you see them on TV suffering, going to jail, being murdered by racist pigs, lack of education, all types of sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, and you are in position to be able to relieve them from those vices, and you accept that, and you can go to sleep knowing that these things take place. That's a mental health issue. Because a normal person doesn't think like that. Just like substance abuse. It's already laid out, because it says that, substance use and substance abuse is 2 different things. Substance use is when you have people that go out to the club and, on weekends they watch the basketball game or whatever, and they have a 6-pack of beer, and that's it for them. And they go ahead back to work and, continue on living. That's substance use. Substance abuse is when you drink 3, 4, 6-packs a day with some vodka every day, and you become dependent on that, and the behavior that comes along with that, the destructive behavior. Because if it's self-destructing, you're going to destruct everything that's in its presence, everything that's in its surroundings. So you have substance abuse. When you're dealing with substance abuse, it's guaranteed. They say that you're going to go to jail, you're going to go to prison or an institution. And these things. And you go along with this, and then you go through the process of going to jail or possibly dying or being in an institution. That's insanity. That's what they call insanity. Doing the same insane things, expecting different results. It's and just not only substance abuse, church, especially religion. Nothing's gonna change at 1:00 Sunday. Excuse me. Yeah, just like on Sundays, when at 12:30 Sunday, when you leave church, you're gonna have the same results. The same results. And then you prepare yourself for that, telling yourself things are going to be different, but the results are going to be the same. and you go through that, and then you get those same results. That's a form of insanity. You know, such and such is getting saved this week. Saved from what? Saved from what? You know, and you have the same results, same situation, same circumstance. You just feel a little better. You have some emotional relief, which is called, and so some people call it feel good information, but it's just some emotional relief, a little emotional exhale. And then once you inhale again, that's it. Same results. And not just the church, in all these religions. In all these religions, we expect magic. We expect all these magical results to take place. All this hocus pocus. And like I told you, everything that you look for outside of you is inside of you, including God, or whatever you want to call your higher power or supreme being. It's already in you. All you have to do is go inside. Stop dealing with the external and deal with the internal. But see, a lot of times we don't want to deal with the internal because there's too much turmoil going on internally. You know, and we are afraid that we may find something out about us that we may not like or may not be able to be comfortable sitting with or accepting. So, you know, we rather do a whole bunch of external stuff to either drown or block out or numb those particular feelings and issues. And so that's where drug abuse come in. That's where alcoholism come in. That's where sexaholics come in. That's where gambling comes in. Excessive gambling, excessive sex, excessive eating, excessive gossiping. You know, always wanting to keep shit going. Always talking about somebody else because you're afraid to focus on yourself. And then, you know, for most people who go around talking about people, when somebody says the least little thing about you, you know, you take it like the world has came to an end, like your whole world has come crumbling down. You break down to the smallest, minute level of humanity that you possibly can. Oh my God, this don't make no sense. What did I do? You know, I ain't never done nothing to nobody. You know, and when you hear somebody say that, 9 times out of 10, those are the people that do stuff to everybody. They do shit to everybody. They keep shit going. Long as it's confusion, long as it's turmoil, it's all good. But when it comes to peace and quiet, they can't, you know, they can't accept that. Just like in the penitentiary, in prison, you know, when some brothers, when everybody's in their cells studying, you know, laying back, relaxing, they can't take that because there's nobody to fuck with but themselves. And they don't want to see, you know, what they're really made of and who they really are. They don't want to see that. So they start to lose their mind and find a way to get out of the cells, to get out and run around and focus on and deal with other shit and get into other shit because what's going on with them is unbearable to them. You know, but all the things that, you know, and I know this from experience. I've been there. I've done all that. And all the shit that you anticipate to be so devastating when you finally have to go in there internally and deal with that, what's going on, that turmoil, you'll find out it ain't as bad as you have anticipated for so many years. You know. Oh, okay, y'all had to excuse me, man. I just had a little technical difficulties, but you know, you all understand what I'm saying. You know, dealing with that internal confusion. You know, so you know, once again, mental health is the silent killer. in the black community that we don't want to talk about. It's a big gigantic elephant that's in the room that we play like we don't see. And once we deal with that, you have some beautiful results from that. Self-love, and when you love yourself, you're able to love your surroundings and everything that resembles you. And you want to see the best. Not only come out, the best will begin to come out of you, but you want to see the best come out of everybody. I know, and when you become conscious, that's what you want. You want to see everybody become conscious, because, believe it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, that's part of God's plan for you to reach God consciousness. That's the purpose of these religions and things that have been created by man. Because all a religion is someone's personal experience with the God of their understanding that they have documented, and think that their personal experience will work for everybody. And it's not like that. That's what a religion is. And that's why I tell people, you are the church. You are your own religion. Your own personal experience with the God of your understanding, with your higher power, with the Creator. That's your experience. Excuse me 1 second. Yeah, I was, a little warm in here where I'm at in my little headquarters, which I call. So that's enough on that. If you have any ideas, or you have any subjects that you want to discuss, or you want to hear some feedback, or you have some questions, or some concerns about certain issues that you may be going through, or certain topics, you have my email, you have my number, it's on my YouTube page. Just give me a call and we'll work some things out, because I'm about to start going back into my investigative research as far as dealing with the murder of black entertainers and athletes and celebrities. What really happened to them. And just give me a call. We can work it out. But you're gonna enjoy the murder of black entertainers, athletes, and celebrities. You'd be surprised in terms of how our most iconic musical figures, entertainers, were assassinated. A lot of times what they do is they always want to say that we've OD'd, we've had all these substance abuse problems. They use this and they try to say it over and over again, on the media, so it can be ingrained in your head. So when you hear the real truth, it'll be hard for you to actually accept the truth, because, unfortunately, you motherfuckers always listen to what the fucking crackers say on the news. But this is news that you're watching now. This is the rawest news that you'll ever get. It's through social media from investigative researchers, lecturers, and scholars. You're going to get the truth this way. Channel 9, 5, all these other channels, 4 and 2, 11, 13, they're going to give you the European, Eurocentric, biased motherfucking twist of every situation, especially when it comes to situations and topics concerning the black community. So, until again, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Sorry for the interruptions, but that's how I go. Peace.